some of the great stories are that people that, really started in the business and had no idea how to start, we were able to build a foundation for them so they could start posting on social media. People started recognizing them, and then they were telling us they'd be out at some, events and be like, "Hey, I saw your post. It was really, really informative and really helpful for me. Keep doing it." So they were very much encouraged. For someone that's starting out, I mean, that's the best thing you can get is positive reinforcement that what you're doing is working, right?
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Investor Fuel Podcast. I'm your host, Skylar Bird, and today I am joined by Stephen Lorenz. I'm very excited to talk to Stephen today. He is operating in a niche that I'm, fairly unfamiliar with, so I know I'm going to get a lot out of this conversation, and I know you all will as well. So, Stephen, thank you for hopping on here.
Thanks, Skylar. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I guess to kind of start us off, can you tell everyone listening just, what you do and how you kind of fell into that?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, thanks for this opportunity. So I'm a commercial real estate broker here in New York City area.
Mhm.
And I noticed that there has been a lag with commercial brokers in how they market themselves and their listings in the social space. And I really looked around for quite some time. I couldn't find anything. And I was trying to manage my own social media presence and my personal brand
Mhm.
and was having a lot of difficulty with that. So about a year and change ago, a partner and I decided to get together and we created a company that only does social media marketing for commercial real estate agents and brokers. So we are very specific in what we do, and we help commercial brokers and agents we get to be top of mind, in their communities, so they can market themselves and their
Mhm.
properties and their listings better for their clients and do better for everybody.
Absolutely. That's been more important today than probably at any other point in time. So it's good that you're giving commercial real estate brokers a chance to kind of get with the times here. That's awesome.
Yeah, and having a social presence and managing a social presence. I mean, with Investor Fuel, I'm sure you're familiar with it too. It's very time consuming. It becomes another job unto itself, and so this really gives an opportunity for commercial brokers to stay focused in what they know what they're doing. Selling and listing and leasing properties, and really giving us the opportunity to help build their personal brand. So it frees up their time, and they can focus in on what they're doing and what they know how to do best.
Absolutely. And now, when you say build their personal brand, because I think we've all heard that quite a bit, but what does that exactly mean?
Well, I think everybody's got their own style of doing business. There can be a person that doesn't wear a tie, likes to be out there running around. They're a little bit more lighthearted about their approach or how they market their listings. Or there'd be a broker who's like very, very, I want to say more legal. They're going to
Mhm.
be more dressed in coat and tie, and they've got a very strict persona, and how they want to relay that message. That's part of it. What's your personal brand? How do you relay your message? How do you connect with your customers?
Okay.
What type of services do you provide? You know, that's your
Mhm.
personal brand in a, I think that's a portion of it, but a lot of it is how you run your business.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So if you have somebody that's new to all of this, right? That's coming to you for help. Is that what you're taking them through? Are you kind of sitting them down, going through all this first, or do you concentrate on the social media side, the website side first? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, a lot of people that are just starting out in the business ask me, because I've been in the business over 15 years. A lot of people will ask me, how do I get started?
Hmm.
And the main thing that people usually tell you is that you really need to tap into your sphere of influence. Like, who do you know, right? And from there, you kind of build out, and you try to get people to know what you're doing, and they understand how your personal brand. They understand how you do your business, and you grow your business in that way. Um, but what I think is really important is that you need to be visible and you need to have some level of expertise. And so that's what CRE Content Pro does. We help you, develop this expertise or stay top of mind in your community, in your neighborhood, right? So people are drawn to your experience, drawn to the information that you can provide. And they also recognize that, you're available, that you're available to help them in what they're trying to accomplish.
Okay, absolutely. And I know you said you're in the New York area. So are you helping clients nationwide? Are you focused to one part of the country? What does that look like?
Yeah, no, we're very targeted in our marketplace. Basically, we handle a lot of Queens County, Northwest
Okay.
Nassau, very specific. And when we talk about commercial real estate, we're talking mostly about apartment buildings, mixed use, meaning maybe a retail with some residential above, industrial space, could be a shopping center. When we're talking about commercial real estate. That's what we're talking about. But we stay pretty targeted in terms of the geography of where we're located and what we're
Oh,
focused on.
okay. Excellent. And is that because it's just, better for the business model, or are there different, um, kind of different aspects that maybe commercial real estate brokers, say down in Florida, would face than up in the Northeast here?
Oh, well, I would say every market's localized. So to have localized experience and knowledge is really, really important. You can even drill down deeper. Some people say just focus on one type of asset type, meaning like it just focus in on, investment buildings or industrial space or shopping centers. But because of where we are, it's so diverse here. We really need to be tapped into all of the commercial assets that are in our area here.
That makes sense to me, especially in the New York area there. I think you got enough that kind of holds you over. Absolutely.
Yes, for
Um,
sure.
yeah. And can I ask you? I mean, in your opinion here, with technology kind of coming down the pipe, what do you see kind of changing in the landscape, either on social media or um, on the website side, anything that way?
Yeah, well, AI is the buzzword these days. A lot of people are getting things done through AI,
Hmm.
which I want to just, it's a good thing you brought it up because, so part of what we do at CRE Content Pro is that we create original articles and content for our clients. And a lot of people say, oh, it's AI, AI created or whatever. And it's just not the case. We actually have on staff professional researchers and writers to create these articles and content.
Hmm.
Not to say we don't use AI. We do use AI. We use AI to, do some fact checking on what we're doing. And also it helps us research topics. So it's a great tool. but at the end of the day, we are writing the articles, the original articles that we post and that we provide for our clients and client base, and we find that it gets really great results. We put some articles out there, and people start engaging, asking questions, and that's what you want: interaction with the
Mhm.
marketplace. And so, well, to your original question,
Yeah.
AI seems to be the transformative or disruptive tool. I think not just in real estate, but in all industries. Today.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Absolutely, and I'm really glad that you talked about that because I think there's definitely getting more of that cynicism out there with, okay, is what I'm seeing in for as far as social media content, is this all AI generated now? Is there any side of personal touch that's still being added by an actual person? So with you, that's absolutely what's going on.
100%, 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
That's part of this package that we put together. We want to make sure it was authentic,
Hmm.
because without authenticity, I don't think anybody can have a personal brand, right? It's personal. You need to be
Yeah.
authentic. So that's really important, and that was very important when we started the company. Was that we needed to have the trust of not just our clients, but the people that our clients are serving, and
Hmm.
so that's why we truly believe in the original content and the researching, and then simply using AI as a tool.
No, absolutely, and it sounds like if you're in the local market, I mean, it's an easier way for you to actually meet, I would assume, face to face with potential clients and your clients, and
Yep.
have a little bit more of a personal touch and on that side as well, correct?
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Is that something that you think is still getting that's something that's still valued, in your space? Is it something that's becoming less valued? What do you think there?
Oh, I mean, this business is relationships. People say, the brokers might become obsolete because of AI.
Mhm.
And there may be a lot of jobs that might become obsolete as a result of AI. Like if you're not learning and involved with AI, you are falling way behind.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, relationships and your network, I always believe, is your net worth. And the relationships are invaluable. Having that personal rapport with someone that you're doing business with is so important in this business and in any business, especially a service business. But personal relationships are everything.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, I mean, is there any type of, success stories that you can share from, from your clientele so far? Anything that way?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
people, I think one of the questions you asked, and I might have buzzed over it, was that the social side of it is we make you visible on social media, right? So you're posting regularly and listings and things like this. And on the other side, we're creating content so that you have some articles and things that people are relevant reading and are relevant to what you're doing.
Mhm.
But some of the great stories are that people that really started in the business and had no idea how to start, we were able to build a foundation for them so they could start posting on social media. People started recognizing them, and then they were telling us they'd be out at some events and be like, "Hey, I saw your post. It was really informative and really helpful for me. Keep doing it." So they were very much encouraged. For someone that's starting out, I mean, that's the best thing you can get is positive reinforcement that what you're doing is working, right? So
Yeah.
on our end, that's the same thing for us. A client telling us, "I just got great results. I went to this, networking event and people were telling me this and that." Was like, that's great to know. Makes us know that what we're doing provides value also for our clients. Then we also have, more seasoned professionals that are they've been in the business 10, 15 years. They have a following, but
Mhm.
they know they need to be on social media because they're falling behind to people that are more tech savvy.
Mhm.
So we've got people say, "Hey, without you guys, I wouldn't have the time to like spend more time, networking and developing these relationships. But now I've got CRE Content Pro, backing me up and basically not just providing me the foundation now, but building my different levels, the different tiers of my business that I need so I can scale." And that's
Yeah.
really important, right? So we've got the guys that are just starting out, we've got the seasoned professionals. And I think as time goes on, you're going to see more and more people in the commercial space start to use the social presence, digital marketing.
Mhm.
It's already present very much so in the residential side. You see resi agents,
Oh, yeah.
always posting, but tell me how many times you see a commercial agent doing something other than maybe a walkthrough. That's it.
Yeah.
You need something more sexy. You need something to engage the customer, the consumer to be interested in what you're doing, and that's what we're trying to deliver, and so but again, we only do this for commercial agents, commercial brokers and agents.
Mhm.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
No, and I think you bring up a couple good points there, right? Number one, yes, I have friends that are real estate agents and they're posting everywhere all the time, on the residential side. They're very visible, right? And yes, I haven't actually seen that much on the commercial side. And I would imagine, and again, I don't have the expertise on the commercial side, but it seems like probably the agents and brokers that are on the commercial side are just less visible anyway. It's a little bit more of a niche
Yes.
just to begin with,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So I think it's really important also that you brought up, this, it doesn't just, potentially bring in more business and help you connect with your customers, but it really can be a time saver,
Oh, well,
right?
that's yeah.
It Yeah, it can allow you to focus on the parts of your business that you can have a truly high impact on. Um, and I think that's incredibly important for any business owner, but especially, anybody working in real estate and finance, that's, anybody working for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you can only be as effective as much time as you have, right? And so this and again, this is the genesis of this product was that I was stuck trying to do social media, and I'm
Mhm.
not the most, I'd rather be face to face. I'd rather not be on social media, to be honest with you. Like a
Sure.
lot of people just aren't comfortable with it. But I realize that it's really, really important that you need to be on social media to scale your business and grow your business if you're going to be successful in this field. And so I really tried to make a really strong effort to do it, but I just didn't have the time. I was
Yeah.
involved with client meetings, I was involved with like showings, I was involved with many aspects of the business. I
Mhm.
was growing my team, training my team, and it's so important, but we just didn't have the resources in terms of time to do it. And so that's why we created this product, and happy to say that we've helped many people get their business in track and on track and online.
Absolutely. And no, that's interesting because if that was something that you were struggling with, right?
Yeah.
How did you eventually, because I'm assuming you probably got some experience with branding yourself and taking to social media before you started the company. So how did that work out?
You mean in terms of like coming up with the concept or how it.
Oh, how you ended up, probably, I'm assuming you probably started doing this for yourself before you started the company, correct?
Yeah, correct. I mean, I
Yeah.
tried to. That was the thing.
Yeah.
I tried to, and it was taking up way too much time that it's really hard. You wanna have time, your business time, you need to have personal time, you need, all the how do you break up your day?
Mhm.
And you could end up doing social media, 18 hours out of a 24-hour day if you wanted to. And for me, it was really I had this problem and I
Mhm.
needed to find a solution, and I couldn't find a solution. So I created the solution, at least for myself. But I found out that it worked well enough for me that I believed it could help other people. And in fact, it did. Just the examples that I gave you before, like it helped people starting out. It also helped veterans that are already in the business, up their game so that they could be more competitive in the marketplace.
Absolutely. And I've been involved with social media teams for other businesses I've worked for and kind of doing the same thing, right? Writing blog posts for SEO purposes for your website, integrating that with social media and things like that. And I think, usually those type of companies, because there's a lot of them out there,
Mhm.
they're more generalized, right? They work with kind of every industry. It's just all right, come to us. And I always kind of felt it was more of a cookie cutter approach because past companies I've worked for, when we've taken those services, they all kind of brought up the same thing. But I think it's really important that you're out there working in this one specific niche, and it's a niche that, that you come from. And I think that brings a lot to the table.
Yeah, and thank you for that because yeah, there's different kind of education, different kind of knowledge for commercial real estate, a little bit different than residential, I think. And it's really hard to be a generalist in terms of I guess going back to your point, there are a lot of social media companies that do a lot of different things for a lot of different companies, right?
Mhm.
And they don't really get it. You might go to business, you might sell ice cream, for example, but they don't understand the ice cream business and the whole process. I mean, I don't, but I know commercial real estate, right? And I want to transfer that information that I know with our client to our clients
Mhm.
that are either starting out or maybe collaborate with someone with a veteran that has information for us, and we can collaborate and develop a really nice program that again elevates their business to a different level. But it's really exciting when we have a newer agent that's just starting out and helping them, build up their business and watch them grow. That's really, really exciting. But the only way to really do it effectively I feel, is to really focus in on an area that you know well, and basically be the mentor, basically be the
Mhm.
consultant on how to get from here to here. That's really how I see it. And like I said, it's worked for me. It's worked for some of our other clients,
Mhm.
and we're out here and we're trying to get the word out that CRE Content Pro is around. We're available
Right.
and we can deliver.
Absolutely. And as we kind of come up on time here, Stephen,
Yeah.
if we do have any commercial real estate brokers in the New York area that are interested in getting in contact with you, possibly for your services, how can they get in touch?
Yeah, well, it doesn't need to just be New York because this is a nationwide service. So,
Nice.
we can cover any state in the US. But if you need to contact me, you can reach me at info@crecontentpro.com, and you can get me directly. You can also give me a call. My direct cell is 646-457-8634. And yeah, be happy to talk to anybody that has questions about what we do, how we can help you build your business, how we can keep you top of mind and a thought leader in your community for commercial real estate.
Excellent. All right. Well, Stephen, thank you again for being on the podcast today. And for all of our listeners out there, if you got something of value from this, please hit that subscribe button.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.